Today I want to show you how discipline got me this $50,000 car. And the purpose of this video is not about like showing anything off. The point of this video is just about showing you what's possible when you just master one skill in your life, which is just discipline. If you don't know me, I'm Lucas. I just help people to master discipline in their lives, and that one skill alone, it got me the permanent residency here in Australia. It gave me the body that I've always dreamed of, and it also gave me this car that I'm gonna be sharing this story with you here today. And it's all happened because I'm someone who shows up consistently, I stick to the plan, and I don't give up when things gets hard. And by the end of this video, you're just gonna know exactly how you can make $50,000 just by being disciplined. It all started 2 years ago. I had an old car, was just like driving on the highway, and all of a sudden my car just broke down and I didn't know what to do. I just called the insurance and I said, my car just broke down, can you just come and pick me up and just take to the mechanics? They said okay. They picked me up, took to the mechanics, and the next day the mechanic just called me and said, oh, your car it's broke, you need to get like a new motor, it's gonna cost you like $4,000 for it. And I said like, oh, but the car is only like worth $3,000. And then I said, oh, it's not worth it, I don't want the car anymore. So I just sold it to the wreckage for like $500. And that's when the problems began, because I didn't have a car anymore. And by the way, I work in construction and I need a car to go to work because I carry all my tools and I don't like to depend on the others to do things. But at that point, I was just like so sick about having old cars that was just like breaking down every single time. And I promised myself my next car is gonna be a good car. Doesn't matter what it takes, it doesn't matter how much it's gonna cost, but it's gonna be a good one. And I put that in my mind, I put that goal to achieve. But at that point I only had like $5,000 saved up because I wasn't like really planning to buy a car or anything like that. And I said, how on earth am I gonna make that amount of money in a short period of time? Because I depend on the car to work, I just need a car, you know. And then I was like, what can I do? I think the best way to do is just find another job. I just need to make more money. And that's what I did. So I started looking for a job, and a job came up just like in the evenings. So what I was doing, I was working from 7 o'clock in the morning to about 3 or 4 in the afternoon in my morning job. And then for the other job that I was just about to get was like from 6 o'clock in the afternoon to about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. So at that time, I just had to rent a car because I didn't have a car. So I just had to rent one just to go to work and come back. And the night job that I got, it was just like about 1 hour away from home. So I had to even drive to get to that and also to come back. It was a really struggle because can you imagine, I'm working like from 7 o'clock in the morning to about like 4 in the afternoon, and then going to another job from 6 o'clock in the afternoon to about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. So my life was just like a completely mess at that point because I wasn't sleeping enough. I was only sleeping like 3 or 4 hours a night, which is not good at all. But I had a bigger goal. The reason that I was doing that, my why, was just so big that I never stopped about like quitting it to stop doing it, because I had the goal of like getting a new car. And that's when you start mastering discipline, because you're just like choosing the short-term discomfort to get to the long-term comfort. And that's when you start achieving your goals, you start seeing growth happening. I was just like completely exhausted every single day. My mind, when I was just like waking up, my subconscious mind was trying to just like take me back to my comfort zone. It was just like to stay in bed because I wasn't sleeping very well. But I had the goal, I had the mission, I knew what I wanted to get. So I just didn't give up. I just stick to the plan. In the whole process about being disciplined, it's when you just delay the gratification that happens in your life, because you're just like choosing to be discomfort, but you know where you want to get. You know what the outcome is gonna be when you just get to that process of being discomfort, you know, because when you're just like clear on the outcome, you just don't have any excuses. You just don't have any distractions that might take you off that way. You just like stick to the plan, you know where you want to get, you just follow it. Because I just trained in my mind to stop the little negotiations with my feelings, because my feelings was just always telling me to stop doing that. And I did about that for about like 2 months. It got me like $30,000, or something like that, but it was enough for me 1 month later just to buy this car here that I'm showing you today. I paid $50,000 in cash for it, and it all came from that one single skill, which is just being disciplined. Because everyone was just telling me, why are you doing this? How come are you just doing that? How are you able to just sleep like 4 hours a night and still do the things, you still like being able to actually live and be concentrated on the things. Even myself was just telling me to stop. I knew where I want to get. I had the vision, I had the goal right there. I was just looking at it every single day. I would just never forget this moment, because just one moment that I realized that discipline really changed my life. That's one very strong skill that I have. It's one of my biggest strengths, because I know how to deal with these emotions, with these moments. That's one thing that I love the most about myself, I would say, because it's just about the card. It's just about how I mastered discipline, how I can control my emotions, my feelings, my mind, my subconscious mind to do what I need to do. So I don't rely on motivation, I don't rely on emotions or anything like that. I just stick to the plan. I just do what I'm supposed to do, because you can see that discipline is just like the bridge between your reality and your dreams. If you want a dream to come true, you're just gonna have to be disciplined. You're just gonna have to stick to the plan. You're just gonna get out. You're gonna have to get out of your comfort zone, because growth happens in discomfort, when it's just like when you are uncomfortable, when you do things that feels challenging, putting yourself out there and doing things that you never thought about doing. Especially for me here, I'm just recording videos for YouTube. If you asked me that about like, I don't know, 4 months ago, if I would be doing that, I would say no, I'll never do it. But I chose to be discomfort, I chose to be here, and that's how discipline it is about. And if you are like an ambitious person but you lack in discipline, I'm here to help you. I'm just gonna leave a link here in my description where you can just book a free call with me, and then I can just like show exactly the step by step that I take just to make my life like very disciplined, just to stick to the plan. It doesn't, if you are just like busy 9 to 5 like I am, and then you lack discipline in some other areas, I just want to help you, because I have been there, I have been through it, and I would love to help you, to make a custom plan for you, where I'm just gonna grab your hands and show exactly what you need to do just to get what you want to get. And if you enjoyed the video, if you just found something that is valuable here, just please subscribe to the channel, and there will be more videos coming, and I'll see you on the next one.